Russell Westbrook not being guarded by Draymond Green. Don't you think that was disrespectful on Russ?
Well, I mean, the guy cannot shoot, so it works. I mean,
Okay.
you know that this strategy is going to be absurd because you are not guarding the player. He's basically open every play. But you know the reasoning behind it. It's like you giving one outrageous claim, but then your evidence is the best.
Definitely.
So like it was very, very good on their part. And at their part. And I think Draymond Green did a fabulous job.
Wait, if you call that fabulous, I mean, do you think you can also pull same thing with other players?
With other players, he
Yeah.
cannot do that with top level players because they're going to
like players like who?
players like Damian Lillard, for example. He cannot do that to Damian Lillard. He cannot do that to Steph. He cannot do that to LeBron. He cannot do that to all of those top players. They are going to shoot the ball. I'm not saying Ross is not a top player. I'm just saying my man cannot shoot. And even though you are even a top level player, you are open every game. You're like, what are these people doing? You start questioning yourself.
Yeah.
In basketball, you are taught, Draymond Green said this on interview. In basketball, you are taught to shoot when you're open. But when you're open every play, it becomes like...
You think, for sure. Because you're open every play. And you're taught in basketball, you're open, take the shot. But if you're open every play, you kind of start questioning yourself. And so I thought...
Yeah, I saw that quote from Green talking about Russell Westbrook saying that he's got to check himself. It shows he needs to work on his game. And Ross is shooting 9.3% from 3-point distance. That is not so efficient. That is not so efficient from Russell Westbrook. But looking at Ross with Clippers, Paul George and Kawhi, do you think anything good can come out of this team this season?
I've said it before. This team, this Clippers team, like they have what it needs, but there are a few things that will not really go well.
Like there are a lot of things to fix with the Clippers because they are not getting the results.
They are not getting their results. Kawhi Leonard is injury prone.
Yeah.
Like Clippers, they are. I don't want to use the word struggling because I mean they have two of the best players in the world, but like they are not performing.
Okay.
And the fact that the Warriors just beat them 115 to 91 using that strategy.
And let's talk about pretenders and contenders, and that will take us to the Eastern Conference, where we have Bucks, Celtics, the Sixers, Cavs, and the New York Knicks in the top 5. And looking at the Western Conference, we also have Denver Nuggets, the Memphis Grizzlies, Sacramento Kings, Phoenix Suns, Golden State Warriors, and Dallas Mavericks in the top 5. To you, who are the pretenders and who are the contenders?
Pretenders. I always say this, the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies are the pretenders.
These guys, they've been embarrassing themselves. I mean, Dylan Dynasty Brooks went on live TV and said, "We will keep building this dynasty." Last year, you got beat to the Golden State Warriors, and John Morant cried. Like, these guys have been embarrassing themselves. They are young, yes, but like their ego is not good. Like, I don't think they're getting far.
You think the Grizzlies talk too much, especially the young group?
And the fact that they're even young, they're almost like who's that guy who they're almost like Jonathan Murray from the Atlanta Hawks, who were like teaching Paulo Banchero.
Yeah.
So in the rec game that they played in Seattle, things got a little heated because Murray thought, hey, everybody's here for this rookie, this first round.
Paulo.
I want some attention, you know. That's how the Grizzlies are right now. They have the names, yes, they are young, Yes.
Okay.
But they work together fine. Yes. But like seriously though, they mentality. See, these guys think they are the best. They think they can make it. That's why I call them pretenders. They think they can make it, but like they don't have the mindset. They think they're the best, which is
They
not.
don't have the mentality, right?
Yeah, they don't have the mentality.
Okay. All right. So which other teams do you think are pretenders, and who are the contenders for you?
Contenders.
Yeah. Phoenix Suns. All right. Give me the reasons why you think Phoenix are contenders.
They have the names.
Okay.
Right? I don't think they have the names. I don't think they have any problems like the Grizzlies. They've started showing us some good things, and Kevin Durant just wants to hoop with no drama. Like, and I think this is the team. I said it before. This is a winning team.
You know,
right?
one man that has actually been shy of winning the NBA ring is Chris Paul, right? And you think, Chris Paul with the present roster, DeAndre Ayton, Kevin Durant,
you would think they would
and the rest of the guys. Now, do you think that Phoenix Suns can challenge other guys?
Again, he just needs to have it. Like, he just needs to have the mentality that, hey, look, I can do it.
Okay.
You understand? He may be 38 or 37 years old or 36, but like he's still CP3, right? And he has the roster to do it. My man has KD. My man has Devin Booker. My man has DeAndre Ayton.
Yes.
Like, what more could you ask for? You have defensive presences. You have attacking presences. So like, if you can just lead this team like what he did, before.
Yeah.
They're contenders.
How about Philadelphia 76ers?
They are also contenders. Joel Embiid, James Harden.
Okay.
Joel Embiid, runner-up. I never said MVP, but
okay.
Runner-up for MVP, not MVP. Runner-up for MVP is he. I mean, that says something. 2 years in a row. 2022, 2021.
Okay.
But fell short to
Nikola Jokic.
He fell short to him. But still, the Philadelphia 76ers, they've shown us some good things in the past. And the addition of James Harden, now that he's in a legit team, he's given the point guard role, and Joel Embiid does not have to lead the team alone. Now they have like a good two-way player. I think, they're contenders.
Okay, now I saw a game between Sixers and Boston Celtics last time, and that was what you mentioned. You saw, on my status, I talked about Jason Tatum late 3-point shots that won the game for Sixers. Even though Joel Embiid had a shot from downtown that, the buzzer sounded before the ball hit the basket, sadly. And after that game, the Heat also defeated the Sixers. Now, do you think Sixers are that reliable when it comes to challenging for the title? Because they have proven that when you expect them to win, they tend to drop games.
There are different kind of people. The people who, when they are under pressure, they excel. When they are under pressure, they crumble like cookies, right? The Sixers, the 76ers, they just need to get it together. They lost some games they should have won against the Celtics and the Suns. I mean, the Suns are very good, so like, don't get me wrong. But like the 76ers, they are still a good team. If they can just get that mentality that under pressure I can do this. Under pressure, I can shine. Under pressure, I will not crumble.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid has showed us this before. James Harden almost single-handedly led the Rockets.
Almost. Yeah.
So like, they just need to get it together, and I believe in this team. They are going to be contenders.
Okay, looking at Boston Celtics. Boston Celtics start to the season was filled with Ime Udoka, I mean, the Nigerian man that had issues with the team and he had to be suspended for a season. And it was Mazula who took charge, who was the assistant then. And it's been a roller coaster ride for the Boston Celtics, especially Jason Tatum, who has been dropping consistent performance for them. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, all of the, even Al Horford has also contributed so much to this team this season. Now, looking at Boston Celtics, don't you think they're also one team to watch out for as to the chances of getting the ring this season?
Chances of getting the ring?
Yeah.
Last year's finals might to be the tip of the iceberg for Celtics because of Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is arguably one of the best players in Celtics.
He's the best, not one of the best.
Basically.
Okay.
So this team has what it takes. They showed us that last season. I'm pretty sure they are top 5 in the West right now or East. So they have what it takes. Yes, they had rocky start. The Warriors had the same thing in 2022.
Yeah.
What happened? They had their fourth banner. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So it's just how the cookie crumbles.
Okay. So are you giving them the chance to go that far this season?
If Jason Tatum gets his mentality straight, because I do not like what he has been doing on press conference, but if he gets that straight, then yes. Okay.
Looking at Milwaukee Bucks, one of the reasons why I love Milwaukee Bucks is because of that brother, the Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Nigerian that is on that team. Offense, defense is a beast. You and I know that. Now, looking at them this season, they're on top of the Eastern Conference. They are 45-17. And looking at their chances of them going far, Brook Lopez is also having a remarkable year. Giannis, if he's fit, he's not the type that wants to stay on the bench or want to rest. He wants to play every single game. Don't you think the Bucks are also another team to actually keep an eye on this season?
The Bucks, the Bucks won the 2021, 2020, right? 2021 finals, right? So they have it in them. Giannis is doing spectacular. He's also runner up for MVP. He's spectacular. He's Nigerian, right? So that should give me some stuff to vote for.
Proudly Nigerian.
Yeah. Good Nigerian. So he has it, right?
Yeah.
He has it. But the players around him are role players. They are not KD. They are not Devin Booker. They are not DeAndre Ayton.
He won the ring with these guys. Drew Holiday. He won the ring with Chris Middleton. So the guys that have them, clean to ring in 2021. Have you forgotten?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
These guys, right? I know they are role players, but when they've given the right mindset, so given the right mindset, they can do it. But again, you have to also take into consideration about the fact that they are also role players. They don't really have that much experience as they would. You understand?
Yeah.
So if they can get the mentality again that they did in 2021, they are up for it. But Giannis, he can carry the team, but it's going to be like the Miami Heat.
Okay, he can carry the team, but it's going to be like the Heat this time. So let's skip that and talk about the MVP for this. This is one conversation that is always difficult to actually defend because basketball fans always have one or two players to pick for the MVP race. As much as Nikola Jokic has won this title in the last 2 seasons, this season is going to be one of the trickiest years for Nikola Jokic because Jason Tatum is having a very good year. Giannis cannot be left out in this one. Joel Embiid is also a player in the conversation. That is also Kevin Durant somehow because he kind of took the net out of the gutter when they had a rough start to the season. Okay, looking at the potential winner for the MVP, which of these guys do you see as trust that has what it takes to actually clinch the MVP for the NBA regular season?
It's going to be a tough one, right? But there are 3 things that make up an MVP. Popularity among the fans, what kind of team are they in, and what success have they done, right?
Yeah.
So like these things, if you look at the MVP awards throughout like the last 40 years, you'd see that only one of them does not fall under this category, was Westbrook.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he was with what team then? OKC. So like that wasn't really a top team right then. But like he still won it because of the triple-double he was putting up.
Triple-double king.
Yeah, triple-double king. So like those are the things that make it up. And if you look at players like Jokic, he has won it in the last 2 years. Momentum would be with him.
Yeah. People
would want him to win it. On the other hand, you have Jason Tatum. After last year's finals, I don't think anyone wants to vote for him.
He still got his start with him.
It's like saying when Albert Einstein puts up 9 times 1 till like 9 times 10, and then he misses one. Which one would his students recognize? The one he missed, not the one he got.
Okay.
So like that. When you miss something versus the ones that you get, the one people will see the most is the one you missed.
Okay.
So like that is Jason Tatum, right? I don't think he's going to win it. Maybe run out of spots. No. Look, the Joker on the other hand, he has momentum with him. People would want him to win it. I mean, he's in the Denver he's in the Nuggets right now. They are currently the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
So like he's in a good team. Joel Embiid, though, that might be a tough one for the Joker because Joel Embiid is doing amazing this season. And James Harden in the past. Joel Embiid right now, he has been runner-up 2 times.
Twice.
Same thing happened to James Harden, but they ended up rewarding him for it, and James Harden won it. Won the MVP. That might happen for Joel Embiid, it might not. But my guess is either the Joker or Joel Embiid.
It's either the Joker or Joel Embiid for you. Okay. I think guys like Giannis should also be listed here. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Luka Doncic is also another player that. But maybe Kyrie joining the Dallas Mavericks will reduce Luka's chances of getting these because they are going to be sharing performance.
They're going to be sharing performances.
Yes, just like they have been doing for the last couple of games. Kyrie dropping 40 plus, Luka dropping 40 plus. Both of them have been cooking. All right. So you think Joel or Luka like Jokic, you actually get the MVP award. We see how it goes if you actually got that correctly. And now talking about the Rookie of the Year, Paolo Banchero is also, he's having fun. And he's also one man that right from the first game he had for Orlando Magic, he dropped 27 points on his debut. Now, with all of this, he's been able to continue from where he started. Now, it's looking like he's leading the line in terms of the winner for the Rookie of the Year. We have Jaden Ivey of Detroit Pistons, there is Benedict Mathurin also in the list. So in the list, do you think anybody can rival Paolo Banchero for the Rookie of the Year?
Paolo Banchero, my man, scored 27 points on his debut.
Yeah.
Who else has done that? LeBron.
So
who else is
because he's done that, you think he's the one for the Rookie of the Year award?
Yes.
Okay.
He is currently averaging close to 20 points. 42.2 field goal percentage, 6.6 rebounds, and 75.2 at the free throw line. These should not be rookie this should not be rookie season. It looks like he's meant to be there. Like he's doing amazing. I mean, he's still that humble kid, right?
Yeah.
So like he has the mentality. He's humble. He has the mentality. He knows how to use his size to his advantages. You understand?
Yeah.
And his numbers are not rookie stats. So like he's definitely going to win it.
Okay.
Contenders though, for contenders, Jabari Smith Jr.
Jabari Smith, another player
from the Houston Rockets.
Yeah.
In the summer league, right? In the summer league, my man dropped down 5 free throws and like 5 steals. On both ends on the floor, he's spectacular. He's a two-way player. On both ends of the floor, he's spectacular. He's a two-way player. And him being at Houston, he's gonna be surrounded with scoring talent.
Okay.
So those two are pretty good. My guess, Paolo Banchero.
Paolo Banchero, easy. All right, looking at our defensive player of the year, quick one before we actually call it a day today. Bamidele, Brook Lopez, and there is also Marcus Smart. These guys, looking at the list of players we have contended for the defensive player of the year, who are you going with?
Me? Well, 2 things on my mind: Bam Adebayo and Rudy Gobert.
Okay, Gobert. Why?
Those two players have, I mean, they are super good. Like, they make steals on a regular basis. They are basically 2.0 of Gary Payton II.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, if they can, again, the mentality, if they can, like, get the points, get some steals, get some rebounds, they're definitely in it. They're definitely in it. It's gonna be a tough race for them because I think they've both won it before.
Yep.
But like,
remember when Bam Adebayo missed out on the defensive player of the year last season? He said that he felt he's being disrespected.
That is when players who feel like they should have won it don't win it.
Okay.
For example, now in the 2015 finals,
who
won? The Warriors won it, right? Who won Finals MVP?
It wasn't Steph.
It wasn't Steph.
Yeah.
Who should have deserved it? Steph.
Yeah.
I watched a video saying the worst players to win every award. And who was for Finals MVP? So like, that's what happened when they don't win it. They feel wronged, right? I mean, when you've worked this hard for this game, you would go anywhere for it. So it happens when you don't get what you want. Okay. It's like a baby not getting candy, but like.
Okay, so you like candy.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Ajibola, for turning up for this chat.
Thank you. It's been very fun. I mean, I love this game. I love to play it. I love to talk about it.
You play basketball?
Yeah.
Really? How tall are you?
Height has nothing to do with it, okay? Height has nothing to do with it. I don't care what.
I just asked the question. I never said if you're not tall, you can't play basketball. It's just a simple question. How tall are you?
I am about 5 feet.
And you are still growing, so don't worry. You are going to get tall.
But seriously though, height has nothing to do about it. That's what people said.
Look at Trae Young. Look at Trae Young of the Hawks. He's not so tall. Look at Steve Nash when he was playing. Not so tall.
Yeah, like
AI wasn't so tall. So
Steph Curry, like these guys, like you don't need to be tall to play.
But it gives you this sort of advantage.
You are faster if you're small.
Yes.
You are able to get under. You are able to get to the paint, and if you are a spectacular handballer like Steph Curry, you easily get looks. And Kyrie, Uncle Drew, you easily get looks.
Okay.
Easy buckets.
Okay, easy buckets.
So,
thank you very much.